stuck. It's frozen. Ah!
Spaghetti.
I love the spinners. I love the spinners when they spin around like this. Whoa! Whoa! Welcome everybody to tonight's Plumes of Hazard. I'm MassBlast09, and these are my co-hosts, Understudy 77, Baka, and the Angstful Vapor. Shlakalangsla. Oh, I didn't even see.
He's got to be quiet. He got to be quiet. He's at his parents' house. I typically would mute in this situation, but there you go.
Under Deer 77.
Yeah, well, we switched to the Christmas image, and in it, Jimeth portrayed me with horns, and I happen to have these child horns that really hurt because they're really fucking tight because they're for my kid. But I feel
next thing you know, fucking Sean's gonna be eating Gerber.
No bullshit. I buy.
I'm gonna have to eat like 2 of these a day. I got all my calories.
I buy Gerber cookies for myself because they're low sugar and taste better than normal cookies, and cheaper at that. So yeah, I buy baby cookies and eat them. They're awesome.
There's no way that they taste better than regular cookies.
I don't like really sweet foods.
It depends on who's making them cookies.
What are you talking about? You ordered like cases of gummy bears, and then you
I've ordered gummy bears like 2 times.
Brownies. That doesn't get any brownies.
In the many years that you have known me, I've ordered gummy bears 2 times and brownies twice.
But don't say you don't like sweet food because I've seen you eat sweet food.
Very rarely. Very rarely do I eat very sweet food. I like spicy food. I'm not a big sweet food person. Every once in a while, I get in the mood.
So, one of the first things we want to get out of the way tonight is you guys all know that I work on the Titans. And if you've ever wanted a Titan, whether it's apparel or series or colors, right now is probably about the best time to find any color you want. We have a lot of them in stock, but that's not what I'm here to talk to you guys about tonight. Tonight, the famous, we're gonna do some. There's not gonna be a prize, an impromptu. Basically Photoshop contest, the famous mixologist for the Derailment line, Zachary. We're going to do a capture this image. So put a caption on it, and you can actually just go ahead and Photoshop whatever you want to it. Okay, so have fun. Post it in the Plumes page.
Apparently it has to be appropriate within Facebook guidelines. So I know a lot of you have some ideas. I do as well.
Correct,
but keep it kosher.
Somebody should link them the image that they have to Photoshop.
And we will. So there you go, guys, because apparently we have a fucking show to do. So that's what we're going to do tonight.
By the way, Chad agrees. Fucking arrowroot cookies are awesome.
My sister got some, was it Jacques Torres cookies sent to her for her birthday? Those.
I don't know what those are.
I think Jacques Torres is some like shishi baker.
Okay.
Hashishi?
What Chuff makes the cookie dough? He makes cookies out of them. He said they're amazing, and my sister I'm getting the cookies, but they're really fucking good.
Matt, I just tossed you a link to the image. Why don't you go ahead and throw up a thread?
Angsty, it wouldn't kill you to like throw them in the toaster oven for like a minute or 2.
Man, you're quick with that imagery. I was still uploading it.
But yeah, it's tight.
Interesting.
Speaking of Photoshop-y things, though, we do have a contest from last week. that we need to pick a winner from before we get into the festivities of tonight. And I do believe tonight will probably be a relatively packed show because we're doing our best of, worst of segment for the year since we're not going to be here next week.
So just a heads up, I'm answering all of those off the cuff. I only gave maybe a few of those some thought.
Yes, likewise. And I helped come up with most of them. And I just, I show up, I say stuff, and then I go home.
Here's your ribbon.
So our winner is, are you ready? Do we need a drum roll something? Drum roll, anybody?
Effects.
I think it's up.
Effects.
And that one belongs to Jason Spencer. So Jason, you'll win a mod for Mast if you want it, and a full line of Deadline or Poe, whatever your choice is.
Sorry, Masters.
My bad.
That one was, some of them were really good, and many of them were really funny.
Oh, Newman.
That one was by far the funniest, I think, out of all of them. Clearly, that's a dead that's a dead looker for Brian right there.
It was the best impression that's been done on Plumes to date.
Yes,
I don't know. MOSFET Patrol.
but nobody got MOSFET Patrol. Nobody posted it, so it doesn't.
No, what I'm saying is we're talking about like impressions and such.
There it is. It's up.
I don't remember if there was a time in Plumes that we did MOSFET Patrol impression.
We just do the shirt.
Yeah, the shirt and just that dude that looked like Mast was just.
Oh well, yeah, no, that's true. But that wasn't an impression done.
But
Shit.
you know when he was doing it, he didn't know it.
That's true.
But that was probably one of the funniest posts ever in that group. I think, hands down.
I would probably have to agree. The thread is up, by the way, for internet points.
So should we do internet points? Or should we do a line of the juice? I don't know. I want these to be kind of good.
Yeah, we want to make people work for their juice.
Let's do a line of juice.
Okay, line of juice it is.
Let me edit the thread.
You get a line of juice for the best caption on that photo. Your pick, Poe.
Colin, if you're watching, don't enter. I'm already sending you a set, bitch.
Or you can enter just for the heck of it.
If you're,
there you go.
by the way, as per usual though, if you're international, it's just internet points. Sorry, guys.
Okay, I'm not editing the post again.
No, I'm saying it here, and you can just comment below if you want to say if you're international, internet points only, or I can edit my comment that says internet points to say or international internet points.
There you go.
There, done. Boom.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so on to other crap. Foo, what are you vaping on?
Well, I've got.
Oh, wait. Zach Lamore himself just said he'd throw in.
I'm vaping on a K-Fun 5 with Pissed.
Zach Lamore himself just said he'd throw in a 120 of derailment as well for the contest.
Oh, there you go.
So the maker himself will add a 120 of his own juice.
Wow.
Yeah, after he sends me mine, bitch.
Sorry, now you can go, Foo. That was kind of important.
No, I know. Anyway, SX Mini, K-Fun 5, Pissed. Oh, look at this Noman tip on it. Talk about this.
Ooh.
And yeah, I'm rocking the same shit from last week. I got the Griffin 25, the obnoxious Griffin 25 on I've been too lazy to rebuild the pillow. So on the Renegade 2, I got Limeade and the bedding in here. Angsty.
True. Pillowbox, Rev 4. Extra set, omen tip on top, abolishment inside. Art Madia. Narda, bill cap, open on top. Derailment, rail crackers in this one. And last but not least, the my Ebro. Narda bell cap, open on top. This one has got What's it called again? Forget. Hold on. Key ductor by derailment.
Key ductor.
So Zach sent this over when I got my big ass bottle, my Bab of rail cracker. He sent this over because he said this is actually his favorite, and he wanted me to try it. And I put it in just a couple hours ago, and it's not bad. It's interesting. It's interesting. He said that it's not good until the wick breaks in real good, I think is what he said. Or it's not as good. It's best, I think. When the wick kind of gets to work out for a little bit, it kind of builds up a little caramelly goodness, I guess. I think it's tasty. It's interesting. I think I still like rail cracker better, but that's just me. I'm a simple man. Yeah. So.
Lord, I was born.
I have the Art and Mod Dia with abolishment and a Nardo with a bell cap. I would add the billet box too, but I've been way too lazy to rebuild it, so I don't really have that right now. Hold on, let's see. Is it okay? This build has lasted longer than the other ones, so it's vapable, but it's definitely past its prime. But it is vapable. I'm probably going to rebuild it.
What about my prime, Mick?
I'll probably rebuild it right before I go to my mom's. That would be my guess for Christmas, because it'll be useful there. But that's really it. Lasty, what do you got?
So I have the Exome DNA with some Mass T. And sitting on top of here, you might think it's a Velocity, but it's not. It's a Velocity with a Philbosardo-style deck.
You motherfucker.
Oh, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Oh.
Well done, sir. Well done.
I love coming up with shit just in the nicotine.
Just the nicotine.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm vaping on.
Understood. A wet level of Nick do you use in your billet box?
So, any news or anything of note this week?
Toonie's now available at velocityyourjuice.com.
Also, when you unscrew it and you put it inside of your mod, it becomes the Moochinator. Battery-powered, velocity-styled battery.
That's pretty good.
He's not here yet.
Yeah, no, we're getting a flurry of PMs.
I have crippling Basato.
I just saw your message.
Dr. Pennsylvania, just go watch VP Live last night. You'll get caught up on that joke.
Right. Yeah, no, that's a good question. Who did you have anything to talk about now?
I do.
Ooh.
I got
Does
some.
it have anything to do with the K-Fun 5?
Yeah. A couple things. One, I've been liking it, aside from the 3 milligram part, because I'm vaping this at 19 watts. I remedied that. I got some vape mail in from Manders today. Thank you, Manders. Thank you very much.
Mooch has entered the channel. That means the dogs have been called.
Wait.
Is he Phil's dog? Is that the idea?
Fight. Shame. Shame. Shame.
Man, I can just see with our chat, it's just zoom right over that.
Anyway, so yeah, I got a 30 of piss to try out because I still have another 140 mils of 3 milligram to go through. So I'm gonna give that a whirl. Should be better, I think. It's nice. It's been very nice having having a K-Fun back in the rotation. You know how avid I was about having a K-Fun in my lineup when I was all about the K-Fun life. And yeah, it's nice. Granted, my vape breaks at work have gotten longer with the K-Fun 5 because it's 3 milligram, and I just
need to
chuff them
close
away. I will say this thing does wick well in the cold. It was like,
Okay.
Yeah, it wicks well in the cold. I was chain vaping it, like I had it in my pocket, like outside for 5 minutes, my coat pocket, and that shit got really cold. I just started chain vaping it. I didn't get a dry hit.
Yeah.
Vici gets cold quick, I'm sure you're aware.
Do.
So that's nice. And I got an Omen tip for it.
Yes.
I'm sure I mentioned this last week, but I do feel relatively regretful about selling the Expo stick to Chief Shaker, so because it is quite tall, but it fits in my coat pocket standing up like perfectly. So if I have to like run to catch Subway or something, it's not going to move.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I didn't think about that particular feature. That's good. As long as it's in your coat pocket. Otherwise, I mean, you got to be careful when you run though, because you probably like bruise a hip or something.
I feel like I may have mentioned this on a previous show, but when I used to have a G case for my mod. It was pretty much like a belt clip case for your Mac mod for your tube Mac. So I clip it like on my hip and then put my mod in my back pocket. Mm-hmm. But when I'd like leave the shop, when I was working at the shop and I'd hop on the subway, I'd go and I'd clip it on the front because I'd be sitting down. I did it a little early, so I was like jogging to catch the subway, and I was switching at the same time, so I clipped it and it swung and smacked these nuts. Yeah, so that happened. That's happened to anyone. I can't be the only one that's happened to.
I've never had a holster for my mod, so it has not happened to me.
I did for my tube mechs because you know how like schmutz getting in between the getting to contacts and stuff. It was just it was just smarter to do that.
Makes sense.
But yeah, I got an Omen tip. This is actually the first Omen tips that I ordered finally after Angsty's been on it for like a minute. I ordered we had the poke pie. I'm like, all right, if there's ever a time I saw what Omen was making for the run. I'm like, yo, this looks pretty tight. So I ordered one of each, the pearlescent white, and what was this one called, the dark one?
That's pearlescent black, though. The other just white.
Oh, okay, white. White. He sent a fuckload of stickers, by the way.
Yes.
They're gonna go on the Hall of Fame side case.
Nice. Did you get one of the ones that's stainless steels for your kitchen sink ones? Those are older.
I did. It's in here somewhere. There's a lot of stickers in here. They're like 7 or 8 at least.
So I'd like to throw out a disclaimer real quick because there was a comment in chat that said, "Thanks, Mast. Finally got my red and black Titan on the way. My old lady might send you nasty messages now." So disclaimer, we at the Plumes of Hazard are not responsible for the pissing off of any wives, girlfriends, or significant others.
Agreed.
Can in no way be held responsible, and should they decide to message us, we will tell them that you bought far more or that it cost far more.
And we'll send them to the actual websites that you went to.
Just giving you a warning.
Well, good. I'm glad that you were able to get it. I know a lot of people have been looking for a specific color and hardware. They're up there. I don't know for how long, but they're up there. So we busted our booties to get them up. So done.
Have you thanked your mask today? Just to backtrack a little, SX Mini's been nice using again. Heavy as it is, it's just I missed it. So yeah, this is the one I've been using. I haven't used the other one yet. I haven't rebuilt my Narda or done anything. I've just been.
Oh, yours is a little more vase shaped. A little more.
Vase.
Yeah, mine's got more of a ridge on the top and bottom than that one.
I'll say this much: this took a little getting used to. This is the 9mm one, the one that Omen supposedly hates making.
Yes.
I thought I'd try something new.
It's good
with the most expensive drip tip I bought to date. Why not, right? Try something I might not like, right?
Yeah.
But I have vaped this narrow drip tip before when I used to use the micro bore, the SOV micro bore on my K5. So
yeah. I wouldn't steer you wrong. Sean wouldn't steer you wrong.
But it looks really nice on this. I think it looks quite nice.
It does.
It's purdy. It's nice.
There's still plenty of airflow. I mean, if you're even
no, it's great.
Wide open Narda, it doesn't restrict it at all.
We got a very nice compliment, by the way, in chat as well. My wife finds the level of decorum appropriate on this show as opposed to most of the ones I watch.
We need to be mooning the camera more, apparently.
Yeah, maybe that'll work.
Like drop our pants or some shit.
Oh, dude, I know. We could publicly argue with each other vehemently.
I don't think anybody's ever said that there's an appropriate amount of decorum on this show.
That's the first time I've heard it.
I've never seen it before.
Maybe like
okay.
Yeah. I see the point. I see the point they're trying to make. Or they are making.
Will says it's the superb moderation. That's
probably not of his sleep schedule.
Yeah.
Oh. Shots fired at Motherhead. Anyway. So yeah, Omen's tips are nice. They're really light and they're nice. And yeah, I mean, I couldn't see myself not liking it.
Right.
And it helped that they came at the time they did, because if you remember last week, I lost one of my 3 SOV black wide bore Delrins. So
yeah, that's great.
So I still have the one on the Narda, and I still have the one on my Horde Jenny. R.I.P. in peace. How funny would that be if I saw it at the train station tomorrow?
You would better boil it afterwards.
The thing is, if it wasn't so goddamn windy, so many days between now and then, maybe. But that would be the funniest fucking thing. Where it's all like jagged and shit, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna vape this and
bump piss all over it.
It'd be a
rat shit.
I didn't even think about that. Fuck. Why'd you have to say that?
That's what I'm saying. You better boil it in bleach if you pick that thing up.
I'll just spray some Windex on it.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work.
Yeah. No, that was that definitely taken as a compliment, by the way. Definitely be taken as a compliment, because the next line is, she doesn't vape, but she always seems to catch Vapor Joe Saturday night.
Well, we tried.
Darkness. The main part now of my news, the pinnacle. So our resident Dustin Gwynn made me a little something. If you're in the Facebook group, if you're familiar with Dustin, he got a 3D printer recently. Let me see where this is going, right? So he's been making some stuff, some really interesting looking stuff, and then messages me out of the blue, and he's like, I made you something. What's your address? And he sent me a box. He made me a box. And, well, kiss my grits, because, oh, my aching back.
It's on the outside of it, too. I didn't notice that before.
So this is the dank meme.
Did I just see something on the side?
So there is some stuff. All right, so you got the MyTech here, right? I feel shitty because I haven't had the time to build an Addy to throw in here since I've gotten it. I got it like at the end of last week. But yeah, so Squidward on the front, orange and blue. I don't know if he was going for the New York Mets colors there, but I appreciate it. I really do. So yeah, so some of this is going to be hard to see because it's very finely 3D printed, very angular to see, but you know, you can tell this is the Plumes of Hazard. This, no, it's not a penis. That's Squidward dabbing.
Oh, it's Squidward dabbing, okay.
All right, and then on the other side, on the button side,
it did look like a messed up penis.
This is probably going to be the hardest one to see.
Back it up a little bit. That looks like a penis.
I thought you were married, Sean.
I can't tell what that is.
So
It's hard.
it's hard to tell. It really is. Like I'm trying to. Oh, does that look?
Yeah, that's close. Yeah, that's close.
Can you see what it is?
No.
It's the meme of the girl going like.
Oh. Okay.
That one was a bit of a stretch. I mean, yeah, it was hard to see, but there's more. So this slides off. We've got voltmeter, MOSFET.
It's all penises. The whole thing is.
Oh, that would have been great, right? So it's a single battery MOSFET box. It's super neat. Very lightweight. I asked him after the fact. I'm like, dude, like given the size, I'm like, why don't you just make me a squonker?
Ahmed, can you hold up the girl again so that way we can do a side by side here?
Oh yeah,
there we go.
That was a good angle, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
It was good tries.
So this is a pretty solid print. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't flex.
yeah, like this is some sturdy shit. So I asked him like, why didn't you make me a squanker? And I think the specific spec of this box he tried to see actually after the fact. I don't think he was thinking squonker when he printed it. I don't remember, but he tried to fit a bottle in here at first and it didn't. Like I think it just barely didn't fit. I was like, oh, but I still very much so appreciate the gesture. And he also put my name in there.
Oh yeah.
So that's neat. It's like a lot of detail in this thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm very impressed.
He definitely took his time and did that. That's cool.
So thank you very much, Dustin. But it didn't end there. It's water for this.
Warm hands up.
Dude, it's 61 down here.
Oh, chilly.
That's awesome. Wish I could run my house at 61 without.
Dude, straight up, I
$5,000.
got a new video card and threw it in last night, and it's got already has a big cooler on it, and it's like for my computer geek people out there, it's at 29 degrees Celsius. Just saying. It's great. It's overclocking season. Down here at least. Yeah. Boom. Oh, that was terrible. It was a fail flick. He made me one of these too. He 3D printed this shit.
That is awesome.
I'm more excited about that than the box.
Of course you are.
Your very own taste of the high-end spinning game.
Well, I mean, how many of these has Sean had made for him?
Oh, careful now.
But look, fucking Bones Reds bearings. Swiss Bones. I don't know. No, these weren't the Swiss, right? So these are the China ones. And I think I mentioned this on a prior show with some other spinning device, but these are some of those bang for your buck bearings you can get if you skateboarded and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're great. I think it was like $30 for a box of them.
Can you
Last
spin it
little while.
once you spin it? You and Sean should have a spin off.
That wouldn't be fair.
That's got so much. The drag coefficient on that, Ahmed, is too much. It's too damn high. Sean,
Well,
if
if I fan my hair at it, it'll spin faster. But yeah, this is also really looking nice and tight and solid and very like sturdy plastic. So thank you, Dustin. I owe you a blowjob. All right.
Oh,
Angsty.
must be a really nice box.
Wow.
Hey, you know what's funny? I knew when I'd say that I'd get that exact snort out of you.
So I was pleased to see something come up across my feed earlier this week. And it's something that would probably please Ahmed as well. Because Inoken is putting out MVP4.
I have like an angsty type news tonight. Damn.
Yeah. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, it's really simple looking. Some of the feedback I've seen is some people don't like the glossy thing. They said that looks kind of cheap, but The rest of it, I think, looks really classy. It's like it's very simple. It doesn't have shit all over it. It just says MVP4. MVP4. If I can spit it out. I think it looks pretty slick. It's not overpowered. It's not 4 million watts and whatever. But it's got their normal stuff in it. And
like any other pictures or anything like where the button is?
Yeah, no, there's not a whole lot. In fact, this is new. This was not up when I had this in my notes. Apparently, there's a Christmas one. And no, that's other stuff. That's other stuff. That's that little guy, which I think is cool looking, but small. There was another picture. Hold on. Looking for it. Where did it go? Ah, here we go. There's another picture. But no, there's not any like detailed pictures out.
It looks relatively similar to the 3.
Yeah.
From what I can see, the slightly bigger bottom section compared to the top piece looks very similar to the 3.
It do. Anyway, I think it's cool looking. It's definitely worth a mention. It's 100 watts, and I'm pretty sure it does temperature limiting as well with their board.
And according to that Christmas picture, somebody in chat said it looks like it's coming out holiday 2017.
I thought there was another picture. I thought there was one more, but I could be wrong. I'm farther down. Oh no, there it is.
Since that holiday picture did say Happy Holidays 2017.
Did it? I actually missed that. This is the other one. I thought it was a neat pic.
Black.
The end.
There we go.
MVP4, not 2. So that was cool. I thought that was neat. The next thing I've got is another mod that I saw pop up, which is preposterous. There's really no other way to say it. So the Rouleau, not content of being a gigantic 3-battery mod, is now an even more gigantic.
Hey, because you needed one more battery to not get balancedly charged. Yeah, yep. I said balancedly.
Balancedly. Sure, that works. I don't even know where to start with this. So the Rouleau was, at least you can say it was comfortable, right? It was big, it was heavy, but it fit well in the hand. It had a nice heft and whatever.
Very well in the hand.
Yeah, but this thing just looks like an enormous, just rectangular prism. I mean, it's huge.
You know fuck. I'm trying to remember what. I know what it's gonna feel like when I hold one.
It's a brick with batteries.
It's a brick. No, you know what it is? You know those giant fucking
hammer. It's a hammer of God.
Those giant 12-volt batteries. It's like a scaled down version of that. It's just really fucking weighty, but it's like,
what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
So that's what it is. It's an RC adapter.
Battery pack.
Yeah.
So it's we're going to use some of this power. Anyway, the short
anchor is still probably lighter than that.
100 watts. 300 watts.
I'd be really curious to know where that accurately comes in at. Maybe they're finally hitting 200.
So
wait,
okay.
So hang on, but go back. So go back to the picture. How are they getting the power to go through the 510 to do the charging when that's very interesting?
It must have a switch when you put that adapter.
Elaborate.
It has to. Well, it's not firing, right? You don't have to pull the trigger to make it power,
right?
So it has to have a switch or something when you screw this little adapter in to key that off.
Plot twist: the button's just there for show, and it fires all the time.
Yeah,
rise, motherfucker.
That's what I'm talking about. You want to charge your phone or you want to charge your atomizer? Pick
if it's
one.
Anything over 1 ohm, the button's triggered to fire automatically.
So that's the thing. I mean, that's a heavy fucking battery pack.
I bet you're gonna have to do a button combination to get it to stay on.
That reminds me.
Yeah, waiting for somebody to put it back in normal mode and screw down their alley.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
I'll put it this way. Even though I have a bag, like my backpack with me and I go to work, like I don't take this with me anymore. Still.
Yeah.
And this thing's pretty light, considering.
Where the
Great
hell? Here you go.
But that thing's just absurd. Like that, I would feel that in my bag with 4 batteries in it. Where my my batteries are over there.
Just gonna throw out the Kyle Cena pick of this week, by the way.
What?
That's pretty good.
You're
Your
black.
screen's black.
Damn it!
Black Sean.
Black screen matters.
Let me try again. There we go.
Black Sean. That's a rescue me
Is that working
reference.
now?
No.
Italy in purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Side
There.
of mod, side of Foo's mod, side shot of Italy.
It's not too far off.
No, that's pretty good.
Not too far off.
Yo, wait. Cut back to that. I saw some ancient alien shit in there. Wait. Okay, zoom in on the lower left quadrant.
Which one?
This isn't
Lower
a crime
left.
video.
Like
The lower left corner of the picture.
Uh-oh.
I broke Sean by telling him to zoom.
You broke the host. Well, you could chalk that one up in your favor.
I need one of those quarterback sleeves, the fleece sleeves they wear with the
My
hand
shit
warmers in it.
crashed.
I need one of those. I need
Actually,
some Aaron Rodgers swag.
I used the wrong. And
Crashisho.
You okay, Sean?
yeah, wrong keystroke. All good.
Okay. You want to pull that picture back up?
Not really.
Okay.
Lasty, can you do it? It's in the Plumes group.
Yeah. I can.
What did you say was ancient alien shit?
Not really ancient aliens, but it is alien shit.
This better be good.
All right.
All this effort.
Well, I'm sorry Sean broke himself.
I do that pretty regularly.
Oh, there's the picture. Okay. So, Ahmed, you want me to zoom in on bottom left? All right. So we'll do it live. Okay. So bottom.
So,
bottom
okay.
left.
All right, zoom out a little bit. Yeah, okay, Angsty.
Mm-hmm.
Look at
More?
Yeah, no, right, it's perfect where it is. You see that triangle? I don't know. I thought I saw the Klingon logo
No.
in the highlighted area.
I'm sorry, I don't see it. I wish I did. I would totally back you up.
You mean like right here?
Yeah.
Thanks to Madden.
No idea. Ah, man. I wish I could have known I could did that. We could have oh, this is going to be great.
Hitting the food
Don't make me laugh. Oh, let me get the
Do you want to win the contest fast?
I'm doing a miss. I'm doing a Mr. T. Damn it!
We're never going to get to these.
No, we're not.
He's got the gold chains, chisels. All right, never mind. We need to pay attention to school today.
Dude, that mustache looked so fitting on him.
Well, we can always go back.
I love how I thought it was like Mr. T at first with the mohawk or something. You're just like a frohawk, and then you turn into a beret. That was well done. Well done.
Well done. Quick, Sean, go.
Okay. First thing, the Squonk refiller from I think Tutelar Formo makes these. I think the same guys who make the super soft bottles. You know that. What this is a 510 threaded bottle that you screw into the 510 of your mod to refill it without having to pull out the Squonk bottle, and it's less messy. I give this fucking thing 2 thumbs up. Personally, I think it's awesome. I did a YouTube video about just kind of showing how to refill it and showing how it works, so I'm not going to do that here because there's already a 2-minute video tutorial that you can watch that I'm linking in chat.
Show them how to do it briefly. Just like
you just unscrew this, screw it into your mod, flip it upside down. Well, keep it up. Turn your mod upside down, squeeze the mod, squeeze back and forth, and that's it.
Because someone got a screen cap during that exchange.
I think it's fucking awesome.
It is awesome.
I like it a
lot. When we saw Joe post this in SP a while back, I looked at it. I was like, "That's a super cool idea. I'm totally gonna buy one." And then the second thought was, that needs to be different, just a little bit. And here's why. So what Sean just said is accurate, right? You're basically you need to work air out of your little bottle and air into here and juice out of here and into here, right? The problem with this whole little exercise is this is a siphon bottle, right? You've got a tube that goes down to the bottom. What would work really well is if that was a siphon bottle too. Oh. So I made a little plastic cap to go in there that holds a tube that goes down to the bottom, but your cap still fits on. And this cap is obviously still there to protect it. So now, in order to use this thing, Addy goes upside down, or your mod goes upside down, screws into your bottle, and now the air is exposed here, and this is exposed to juice. So now you squeeze air down, and you squeeze juice up, and you squeeze air down, and you squeeze juice up. You don't have to do this little business.
Bed goes up, bed goes down. Bed goes
Brilliant.
Up, bed goes down.
Brilliant.
I don't think my mind is blown though.
No, that's not blown. It's a tweak.
Your mind's telling you no, I bet.
It just works better, and it does work. So prototype is finished, and I actually talked to somebody to make them for anybody that wants one for a reasonable price. And no, I'm not going to be selling them, so don't hit me up because I don't have any. I just made one.
Thanks. He's just counting his stacks.
I will say in regards to the bottle as a whole, the one downside of the bottle is it's a bit fucking expensive.
It's a big. There's 2 downsides. That's one of them. That's true.
And it's also hard to get a hold of right now.
That's true, but that'll probably change, I assume.
What's the other downside?
The other downside is the fact that this is not a silicone bottle, so it's actually pretty hard to squeeze.
I think I would like it less if it was a silicone bottle, honestly, because I feel like because you don't have anything adding pressure, you would end up just inflating the bottle more than you would just pushing juice down. I think you would have the same problem that I had with silicone bottles in an open space.
Here's why that's because I agree with you. That is one of the problems when you have a mod that's too big and you're only pushing it to one side and it just sort of flattens out. Yeah. This is different because you got your hand all the way around it and you can just squeeze.
Yeah, I'm perfectly okay with this not being a silicone bottle, personally.
Have you used it down to here? Because it's really hard to squeeze. Yeah, I actually have to get on it. Like, I actually have to squeeze it pretty hard.
Probably because you're trying to squeeze it all the way up through that fucking tube rather than just what's pulled at the hole there.
That's one reason. That's true. I used it both ways.
Same. I have no problem when it's almost empty just squeezing it. Right. It doesn't really change.
It's just more annoying as if it would be if it was softer. And also, this was going to wear a little faster than the silicone ones, for the same reason why.
I'll give you the point on the wear. I'm fine with it from a squeezing perspective.
Anyway, I think they're really cool too. I've actually been really enjoying it. I found it
€15 through the group buy, but I think they're more expensive outside of that. They're like 20, I think.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're right. I agree. They're not cheap. And then by the time you pay shipping, especially if you're buying it from Turtle Fumes, it's going to be expensive to ship.
I'm going to talk more about this thing later. before. We have something later that this is going to apply to for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a Gizmodo article, by the way,
Mm.
kind of an interesting article. Talks about how teen vaping is way down, but nobody knows why. And in the article, they also make kind of a passing line where they say not just teen vaping is down, but vaping is down in general.
Yeah,
and that's something that we've kind of talked about before, and we've alluded to, so to speak, in our feeling that new vapors weren't coming into the market as much because it wasn't as market friendly of a place.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can't speak to the reason because nobody knows why, but I can say that our thoughts on vaping being down and not growing as fast is absolutely true. But it was an interesting article. It's worth a look. Give it a read. It's inside shut. Last thing on the note of the silicone bottles. This is
wait. Jay Moore had a funny point because that is pretty sick. He says, "How is that easier? Instead of one mod and one bottle of juice, as in when you used to drip, now you've got to refill one bottle with another bottle to fill the other bottle."
Yeah, exactly. It's like fucking high horse centipede.
Because you only have to use one bottle to refill another bottle, and that will last you for 8 to 10 hours, rather than having to unscrew the top from that bottle every 2 minutes to re-drip like that.
Right. It's clear. Squonking is clearly the superior way to vape.
Absolutely.
Or to drip, anyway.
Yes. I would go as far as to say
Depends how you drip.
Disagree. Anyway, on squonking and silicone bottles, Sunbox has made a slight edit to some of the bottles. They're going to be having these silicone bottles that we like so much. They're still going to be 17 millimeter bottles, but it's going to be a 16 millimeter inner piece instead of the current 17. It's 17 currently, right?
That's 18 to 17, I think.
18 to 17. It's going to be 17 to 16 or 18 to 16 or 18 to 17.
I don't remember. It's a millimeter short. It's a millimeter more narrow.
It's going to get a little smaller, so it'll fit in everything.
Yeah,
that's what I know.
I think it was 18 before, and now it's 17, which is the same size as the Super Sauce.
Yes, it'll fit in everything. That's what's important. I'm looking. Somebody asked me if I had a specific Funko Pop, and I don't think I do. No, there's no Harley Quinn Funko Pop up there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's the way that will work. They'll fit in everything. They're also really super fucking expensive, but they are really nice bottles as well.
And they last longer.
Yeah, they do. They last a really long time. And it's even better now with the refiller bottle because the one downside of these, as we talked about, they're a little messy pulling them out and putting them in. So now you don't even have to take the fucker out. No mess.
Well, and if they don't exactly fit into a mod, like they don't exactly fit into my Evo, it's actually kind of a pain in the ass to get the silicone bottles in here. I actually have to kind of guide it in with the tweezers. And now I wouldn't have to do that, right? Instead of taking the bottle in and out. Regardless if it's messy, it's kind of a pain. And I just fill it from the top, which is cool. Unless you have the new ones.
Yeah. The new ones might still be a little bit of a pain. Who knows? But that's all I have. Mast, what do you got?
Nothing.
Nice.
What I'm talking about. Efficient.
I just got a PM from our friend Joe Chick asking what he has to do to have a meme Photoshop contest of him for a giveaway because he's getting.
Oh God!
I told him we might be able to arrange that.
No, just for asking.
Just for asking.
Yeah. So we wanted to because we're not doing a show next week and because the next show after will already be in the new year. We figured, fuck it, we're going to do our end-of-year best and worst awards this week.
Oh, and I got a 5-day weekend.
So, end-of-year best and worst, everything that we loved, everything that we hated. We got a list. And we're going to go down the list. And let's start with mod.
Mod.
Are we talking order it? Fu, what was your favorite mod of 2016?
I don't think I really got anything interesting.
You have to have a favorite mod of the year. That's the easy one. These are easy.
I'll name something I sold, the Expo Stick. Because for what it's worth, it is probably one of the more unique mods I've owned. and
point.
functional and pragmatic.
I mean, I still, even though I'm all squonking, I still brought mine. It's in my bag. It's not built, but if something happened,
Mm-hmm.
so that
It spans.
it
Spans.
Yeah, Expo Stick favorite.
Angsty.
Armadillo.
Likewise. Armadillo, hands down.
I'd say my Jam FD.
It's true. You got yours this year. It's true.
Yeah.
Yep, that works.
Best tank of the year. Who?
I'm gonna snub the K Fund because I haven't owned it long enough. Billow 3, motherfucker.
Angsty.
Bill 3. Fair enough.
I use the fuck out of it more than anything else all year.
Yeah.
I think it's only fair.
I did receive. I did not receive. I bought this year the tank that vapes my all-day vape the best, really, out of anything. That's the EVL Reaper. That was when was it? That was right at the beginning of the year, probably January, March, or January, February, something, I think. So that's probably my favorite tank. The problem is I've got a competitor, and the competitor is not a tank per se, but it's the Exoset because it's basically a tank. It's basically a tank, and this thing kicks ass. Kicks ass.
I was gonna cheat too and go Exoset billet box combo, and I thought about that. I would have to say outside of that, from a pure flavor perspective, and that I really enjoyed, probably the fucking Narta.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
I was gonna say yeah.
So the thing is, oh, sorry, Sean, finish.
No, that I would have to probably say the Narta. That's it.
So I may have a posthumous entry. Something I forgot about, actually.
posthumous injury.
Well, because I'm probably not going to get my hands on it. I don't know. Maybe I'll get my hands on it this week. Maybe next week. Maybe fuck you. I don't know. But the Billow 2.5, I forgot who it was that commented to me on Instagram and told me I should try it, the Billow 2.5. They say, I remember, yeah, Coach Vapor, yeah, I'm holding you to this. I'm going to buy a Billow 2.5. And he says that it's the best out of the line, in his opinion, and he's had all of them. So,
Really?
challenge accepted.
All right, fair enough.
So I'm going to order myself one and try it out. So you know, it's on,
best
bitch.
Dripper of the year.
Ooh.
You want to switch up the
Want
order?
us to come back?
Let's go back.
Yeah.
Rusty, go.
I'm going to mull
Yeah,
that one
Lasty.
over.
Me?
Yeah.
I think the Phil Bastardo inspired deck for the Velocity. I think. So yeah, so the Velocity.
Velocity is a good pick.
Yeah, the Velocity.
Good pick.
Go on.
I mean, it's hands down the Narda. Runner up, I would say probably the Origin Little for me. Those were the two that I used the most throughout the year. Brian?
It's absolutely the Narda, and it doesn't matter if Sean and I got our first one at the end of last year. I think we ordered ours on the Christmas or something last year.
The fact that it's remained the favorite for over a year is enough of a call for it to be the best dripper of 2016.
It truly is amazing, and I've had all of the drippers. I mean, I don't know how many that I've had in and out of my hands all year, and some of them were very good. Some of them were great, but none of them were exceptional. None of them were that exceptional compared to the Narda.
I agree. Who?
So, if I use the Narda as much as you guys, I probably would say so, but I haven't had the same all-day experience with it as y'all have had. Mostly because I tanked most of the year, if I had to guess.
Well, I was going to ask about the tanks. Are we covering sub-ohm tanks too?
Sub-ohm tanks. We can do sub-ohm tanks. I was
just going to say sub-ohm. Before we go away from the tanks, I think sub-ohm tanks. I think the TF-before was very popular, with a lot of vapors. So I saw somebody in chat asking about sub-ohm tanks.
I think the TF-V4 should have been the line.
Yeah.
And then the 8 came out, and I'm just like,
yeah, the TF-V8. Yeah,
it's absurd. Here as I fucking.
So what's
Hold on, you didn't finish your dripper thing.
Yeah, what's your dripper?
I don't know if this came out in 2015, but it was my most used dripper of 2016, which was the Kennedy 22.
Yeah, I think it's a Kennedy. Yeah.
So
I haven't gotten the new one. I should get one.
I'm gonna split the next one in two, by the way, because that seems fair. Best juice and best juice that we don't make.
I told you to. I said. Did I say that last night in planning?
You might have.
I think I said that. Yeah.
But
Best
I think
juice. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm like, I said, yeah. You and Angsty are both going to say your shit.
Yeah, so let's do best juice and best juice that we don't make.
Okay. I'm not going to pick my juice. Because I'm going to pick abolishment. Because, to be honest, it's either that or WA. I think I vaped more abolishment than WA in 2016.
Fair enough.
Relatively close. But yeah. Abolishment.
What about juice we don't make?
Juice we don't make. Let me backtrack my juice history of 2016. Fuck. Best juice we don't make.
Silly rabbit.
No,
Cozy custard.
I don't want to count Silly Rabbit because I was vaping that pretty heavy, even before in the last year.
Yeah,
it's one I'd probably say Cozy Custard.
Yeah.
Close second is Beignet from Crescent City and Valentine from Bigglesworth. But yeah, Cozy Custard for sure.
Angsty.
God, it's abolishment. I made the bejesus out of abolishment, and a close runner-up is pissed for obvious reasons as well. That we don't make. I have to say that the one that I have vaped probably a gallon of this last year is by a derailment.
So, from a 2016 perspective, the first half of the year would have been WA. The back half of the year was absolutely abolishment, though. And the runner-up in that set being pissed as well, because I vaped a lot of that too.
I'd say Masty and we don't make PB&J from Stash.
For juice that we don't make, that's tough because I don't vape very many of them. I'd probably have to say derailment for juice we don't make. I think that's the only 120 that I ordered out of stuff that we don't make.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I vaped the crap out of Red Rhapsody by Lab Rat and Lushington by Stash, and I vaped a lot of stuff that's great.
Coca Motive's on my list of that. Stuff we don't make. Like me some Coca Motive.
Best starter kit. This is not a cigarette replacement kit, by the way. This isn't like closed.
It's actual.
Open.
Joytech AIO Boxer Ego, whichever.
Fair. I put in again the T18, which I thought was really good.
That's my second place.
AIO number 1, T18 number 2.
Yeah, same as John.
Yeah,
the T18 was even good with a K-Fun Mini on it.
I mean, and even still, the T22, that's still really. I mean, it's not small, but battery life on it. It's a little bit better.
The same.
Yeah, it's 18, 22, same tank, same mod, pretty much. Yeah, so across the board, the AIO and the T18, T22.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I don't mean to freak you out, but it's Christmas, so I'm at my parents' neighbor's house, which is they go south for the winter, like to Florida. So it's quiet in this house, unlike my parents' house, which is a madhouse.
Oh, I forgot you did that last year too.
Yeah.
Now I remember.
My brother calling. He's not even here yet.
Put him on speakerphone and embarrass him.
Too late. I already hung up. Damn, that's a good idea. I should have done that.
So, best cigarette replacement kit or closed system?
Yeah.
Ooh. That one for me, it's the
I'll
Juul,
go
100%.
Yes, for me, it's the Juul too. The MyJet was okay, but the Juul has the draw that I much prefer. And that said, I am a little disappointed. So Jason Spencer sent me a shitload of pods. It was very kind of him. But my Juul dies on me every couple of days, even when I don't use it now.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
I'd say the Juul too, especially since some of these nicotine salts like Mr. Salty just came out, where you can start refilling those pods with something that'll make the Juul. There's a lot of complaints about, I'm refilling the Juul pods with regular juice and it's not working the same. Well,
It's not made for regular juice.
So
you big dummy.
So I'd say the Juul.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say the Juul / I Care.
I Care would probably be starter kit, not cigarette replacement.
Yeah, I guess the Juul then.
Never tried the Myvon Earl. That was the one that
I don't know.
Scott. He liked that one, but
I know a lot of people like that.
yeah,
it's I.
Best accessory.
Accessory.
Off the top of my head,
This
this little job you already have the ceramic fucking rods.
Oh, yeah. This is where I'm coming in with a very late entry, and I'm giving best accessory to this fucking bottle filler right here. Because
Fair enough. My accessory was the newer Coil Master kit, including the ceramic rods that Fu brought up, because that's absolutely that little burning tab thingy that's in it, and the ceramic rods. Those two together are great.
I feel like I had to pick something new because I was going to say the Coil Master kit. I'm like, what was in this kit that wasn't in my last one?
There's the little coil, the little pulsing thing.
Yeah, I didn't really care for that.
I like that. Even though I haven't gotten to play with it, that new charger that Angsty was showing.
Yeah,
With
I think
all the different things that it could do and back charge. So, but I'd have to say that the kit was very nice. So
that's the thing. I use the crap out of that thing, and I use my first two that I bought a lot.
Oh.
That one with that little coil builder thing, I like it a lot. Although, when you build like Sean and I do, it takes a minute for the coil to warm up.
yeah.
So, I just retired these.
Oh yeah. That was from the first kit.
Oh shit! We forgot. I actually forgot about one very important accessory that might cinch my top spot.
What?
Bell caps.
It's I don't know if I call it an accessory, but if you're gonna put that in an accessory, then sure.
I mean, that's the only category that'll fit in out of what we have.
yeah, that's very pigeonhole though into what, depending on what addy you're using though. So
Absolutely. But I would at minimum give the importance of bell caps probably a tie with the bottle refillers for me.
Jay Moore says Mooch is the best vape accessory.
Drip tips.
Drip tips.
I've
I've been saying it for 4 years. There is only almond.
it is Oman.
Just like last year, I'm still tied between Geppetto tips and Omen tips.
I just got my first Omen tip, so I can't. Yeah,
It can be your favorite tip.
that's the thing. It's not yet because at the end of the day, his tips do one specific thing for me very well. But I'm gonna have to say, fucking Double Helix. I use the shit out of her stuff.
True.
My
That's
Billows,
yeah.
my Kennedy. I like the tips she makes. They're pretty.
Mast.
They're well made.
which one are we on?
Drip tips.
Yeah.
You can pass. It doesn't matter. We don't have to all vote on the same one.
I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one because I don't really. My drip tips ended up fitting and going better with other people's mods.
Although I do
Like the one I give Angsty.
what we should do is we should throw we should make a quick picture like you win fucking Plumes Choice Awards and send it to all these vendors that are winning shit.
Yeah,
It's very prestigious.
but I would have to say the not a chuff. You know,
Flavor destroyer.
Best regulating board of the year. I'll tell you, it's not the DNA 75 for me, and I haven't had
not for me either.
So my pick is the DNA 40.
Mine too.
Boo.
That said, I probably would be the DNA 60
if I had one to speak to, I would agree with you. But right now, I have to say 40.
That's the one I use all the time.
SX.
If I hadn't given mine to Sean, I would have spoken about it.
The mod's almost done.
Before the end of the year?
Maybe.
No.
Hold on. Does the DNA 40 do TCR?
Huh? Wait.
Yeah.
The first one that did that. Now maybe he means it does it. Can you change the TCR, coefficient? No, you cannot do that. It works on nickel.
On a tangent, I saw USPS delivering packages at 6:45 this morning.
I believe it.
And then Chuff sent me a message and said, "Holy crap! USPS just delivered, and it's not even 8 o'clock yet." I was
Dude,
like, "Whoa!"
I got a USPS delivery last week. Before I left the house, and that was like 7:30. That's still fucking early.
I had to go to the post office today because I'm crazy, and you're welcome, friends, for shipping out your damn packages today.
I got the hard drive today. Thank you. Mwah.
But I went to go drop some boxes off, and the line was at the door, and I had to say excuse me like 4 times, and then I just pushed my way through because people wouldn't let me get to the drop off.
You do not want mass pushing you.
Like they thought I was going to cut in front of them.
By the way, Robert Cromwell makes a good point. 2016 may have been the year of the not jitterbug screen DNA 40, so that could be the entry.
I wouldn't call it jitterbug screen, but
so best
I'm missing now. What was that?
Best reviewer.
Todd.
I really hate to say Todd because it's going to make his head swell real big, but Todd.
That's true. But he's still the guy that I watched all the time.
Me too. He's the only one that I still watch.
If I'm watching any of them, it'll probably be Todd. Except for well,
I'm going to say Mike Vapes.
Well, you're not going to say me? I reviewed some things this year.
No.
Who?
Gonna have to say Daily Ruby Roo.
There.
Yeah.
Best vape show. I'm just gonna completely be unbiased here and say Plumes of Hazard.
Plumes of Hazard is really the most consistently professional of all of them.
Yes. Do we get to give ourselves an award in the form?
I'm gonna have to say, get your coils out.
I don't know. We're going up against every other show Mooch has been on, except for Plumes, right? So all of those shows are actually 10 times better than Plumes because Mooch has been on them.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go with every show Mooch has been on.
Every other show Mooch has been on.
So next one then is the best British Plumes knockoff.
Oh God.
That's a tough one.
Vape Talk?
Vape Talk UK. It's between that and the Ideal Ohm thing.
The Big Tom's Ideal Home Show. Isn't that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that Damien helped start.
Right.
Oh, I thought Ideal Home Show was Todd's crutch.
That too.
Oh, they use him as a crutch.
That also.
Love you guys. Next one, your best advocate of the year.
Fucking
Across the board, everybody. Alex Clark.
Clark.
Yeah.
Alex Clark.
Right.
So the next category is for people within vaping who don't fit into one of these categories but deserve an award anyway, and that's the best vaping MVP. And my vote goes to the one and only Mooch.
Yeah. Yeah. Best in vaping MVP.
Mooch, you the real MVP.
The man has saved so many lives.
Since you said Booch, which I agree with, I'll go with Joe Allen because
He's also saved lives that may not have been worth saving.
he is stronger.
I'd also give serious credit to Joe Allen.
Sure. They can share. Anybody else?
They can share as long as Mooch is first because he deserves that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Joe can share second place with himself.
I'm going to have to say Cisco.
Joe can share second place with Cisco.
Is it?
Biggest innovation of the year.
Dibs on going last because I can't find it.
I'm going to say the complete and utter death of vaping.
Ooh. Where the hell? There it is.
Masked Foo.
Thank you.
I'm drawing a blank here.
This is a really difficult one because there really
It
wasn't
is.
shit this year.
You know what? It was not difficult for me. It just took me a minute to get a hold of it.
Well, innovation, the Nick salts is definitely, even though they've been around for a while, I think they have gotten somewhere to where when the FDA comes in, steps in and, completely shuts everything down, if you've been stocking up, you'll have something that'll work with something low powered. So
Billy Box Rev 4. I don't own one, but I've handled enough of one too.
I was thinking about that last night, but I would have to say that kind of extends off just the billet box being that brilliantly made.
It is, and not to mention the fact that we all kind of had a similar picture of what a perfect billet box would be, and that would be with the DNA chip and a single 18650. And
They took my advice from a long time ago, and they finally made the mod they should have made it.
Although Motherhead makes a very good point, accessible squonking.
It's always been pretty accessible.
Yeah.
No, not cheaper mods. The cheaper mods were a this year thing. The Kanger stuff and all that didn't.
No, I would. Okay, if you're talking about the sub $100
Yeah, accessible squonking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's my vote. My vote is this, and don't laugh because it is a Jenny. But and also don't laugh because it's been out for like 3 years. But this is the first time I've got a hold of it, and this whole awards has been things that we have liked this year, and I just was able to use this. The Switch board is awesome. It is super. I find this to be super innovative.
For anybody who doesn't know, you should tell them what that is.
This is a port by Pegatech, and we talked about it last week. I think I did was it last week that I did the little tour around? I think it was last week. If you haven't watched the show last week, go back and watch my segment towards the end of the show. It's a built-in Jenny all-in-one thing. It's kind of like a billet box, but it's even smaller, and it was designed and created from the ground up by one dude, which I think is amazing.
Biggest facepalm.
I totally can't just name one.
You can name many because I have none.
Vape Court.
Okay.
Facebook.
The whole Dr. Crimmy's debacle.
Yeah, that was actually, I think it was like the third or fourth thing I was going to list, man.
I do have one.
Was that this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mine for this year is the advocacy conspiracy.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Groups are out to make go back to cigarettes. That's my big face
I
palm.
think, yeah, people's general reaction to regulations. If I really,
Yes. Yeah. People's reaction of, oh, this is happening? What?
just all of it, all the.
I mean, I would say everyone getting into spinners.
Yeah.
This one's not a new one for this year, but I would say the continuation of sponsored cloud teams.
Drew P mentioned Cloudmaker. That's pretty solid face palm.
That's
Yeah.
palm.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that, dude. Fuck.
That was
You
right.
know what?
Yeah.
Because that started in 2015.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Vaping hashtags on Facebook.
Vaping hashtags on Facebook.
Dry knuckles.
Dry knuckles.
Yeah.
That's another good one.
Understand. Yeah.
We're summing up all the crap from the year, so you don't gotta waste it.
Man, there's been so much shit. Remember Twisted 420 Gate?
Yep.
That was 2015.
Calling the shit. Was it 2015?
That was 2015, though, yeah.
That shit was funny though. Nick's turn was like Cloudmaker isn't a face palm. It is more of a head to desk. Yeah. Or no, Cloudmaker is one of these.
Yeah.
So
what do you call that?
I told you so.
Eye fingertip, like.
So, worst device we tried. My vote goes solidly and solely to the sink.
Bum, 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 bum.
That was the most disappointing thing that I tried. When we were doing this planning thing. I don't remember who it was. It may have been Sean said this is really hard because probably 98% of the stuff that we have we bought, and it's stuff that probably
Knew that
going to like because that's why you bought it. That one in particular it's kind of tough, but you're right. The sink was pretty bad.
Yep.
Yeah, it was bad, but I already had a very negative opinion of it going into it because other people I know had tried it already. And
but was that
I don't know if you know, but some of us kind of vape similarly and know each other's taste and shit. So
was that the worst device you tried though? What was the worst device you tried?
Because I'm trying to think if there are any devices I actually had any expectation for that I tried and was let down by. But
nothing. I wasn't let down as hard as I was with that because that thing had the form factor going for it. Like it sounded like a great idea.
Fast.
So this guy was a good face palm.
That was a good face palm.
oh god,
that was brought up in chat.
I'm glad I haven't eaten dinner. So I am right now.
You know, there was a few of the Chinese devices that came over that were just the internals could catch fire, but I would say not a lot of people would actually go after one of those versus something like the sink. And it's like popularity rose, and then people started getting them and tasting the juices and all that, and it was just like crap. So I'm gonna say the sink too.
There was a surprising number of defenders.
Yeah, there was.
I always assumed that all the ones that I tried were just bad ones because some of those guys loved it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought everyone that I tried was bad.
It was.
Oh, wait, I'm trying to think. Was this happened in 2016? Oh, I don't think it did. The Goblin Mini, the first one, that was 2015.
2015. Yeah.
God, that shit was terrible.
Oh, another face palm. Diffused airflow.
and large wire coils.
And Wiregate, yeah.
All right, I'm uncomfortable with you guys who are non-pro builders talking about pro builder wires. So.
There you go. The Asmodeus stab wood mod with the two metal plates that would short.
Okay, Motherhead, the first Goblin Mini sucked, okay?
Forgot about that.
The first one wasn't that bad.
I thought it was very finicky, and I wanted to like it, and I couldn't.
So
Finicky.
overall, then, worst thing in vaping?
Vapors.
Vapors.
No, okay, no, you can't say vapors.
So this is a two-part.
You
Worst
know.
thing in vaping outside of the FDA regs. Because the worst thing in vaping is absolutely the FDA.
Sure.
Okay, that's great, but you're still stating the obvious. You need a subset of that. Come on. It doesn't take you that long because
I can't. The problem is I can't name just one.
How about if we're
Team
nixing
Free
the FDA
shit.
regs?
Team
How
Free
about-
hashtags on Facebook. Clones till I die. Just vapors.
How about advocates backstabbing each other? How about that?
Advocates backstabbing each other.
That's another good one. Yeah.
I would say the proliferation of vape models.
Mhm.
Hey, wait. And I haven't even looked at chat. Worst thing. The fucking battery ratings.
Inappropriate battery ratings. That's a good
All
one.
the battery ratings coming from overseas, and Mooch sitting here having to defend everyone. Chopping up bad batteries. Yep.
The media, that's true. Fog banks of the media sensationalizing the
Yeah, but that's
idiot.
not
Death or crucifixions, yeah.
That's
I'm sorry,
not a thing
bro.
in vaping. Like sensationalization of the media is not a thing that happened in vaping. It's a thing that a lot
Happens.
of it, if you watch and read the shit, it's a thing that happened because of vapors.
Mm.
We couldn't say vapors.
But let's also just go with knockoff juice labels.
There you
That's-
go.
Yeah,
Can this be part of it too?
That's the story of my life right now, man.
Seriously.
Dongle.
Come on, Apple.
What? So does everyone get to
Don't.
look like they're a MacBook DJ now?
Dongle Gate.
Yeah, it's Dongle City. Although right now I only have one. I just have my camera plugged in right now, but I have many dongles now at this point. Sadly.
You should. Yeah, you're gonna have so many you can get like a full head of hair of dongles.
To end on a good note, favorite thing in vaping of 2016.
Favorite thing in vaping in 2016.
Don't say some sappy shit, okay?
I'm not gonna say anything sappy. I'm just
I
gonna.
know that was a general statement to all of you.
I'm gonna say some sappy shit.
Of course you are. I knew you would.
Walking is my favorite thing.
My favorite thing, and probably the only thing that still kept me within vaping as a whole, in all honesty, is fucking doing this show. Other than that, squonking. Those are legitimately the only two things that have really kept my interest in vaping throughout 2016.
Friends.
No,
Friends in vaping.
Sure.
Manders.
But that one, but see, one's a double-edged sword. You know why? Because a lot of those friends have businesses in vaping, which are going to go bye-bye.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
It's an unfortunate truth. And
I do-
it sucks, and it's hard to swallow.
I do have to expand because squonking's probably inappropriate. It would probably be more appropriate for me to say art and mod than it would squonking. Because while I am a squonker, I've really only owned and used art and mod squonking products. That's what's kept my interest.
That's arguably true. I'll give you that. I'm the same way. Although I have to say that the freehand S was pretty badass, but it's not regulated, so Ardmod still gets the nod to pick one.
Fu, favorite thing in vaping this year?
Manders.
That's fair.
The queen of embossment.
She juice mama.
Yeah.
She's juice mama.
That's a very fair pick. So those have been our best and worst, and maybe I will just fuck up and do a graphic for the Hooligan Awards. And pass them out to a few people.
There you go. That works.
It'd be fun.
Are we running the caption contest until?
Yeah, let's keep it running. Fuck it. And
Next
probably
show?
not until the next show. We'll probably pick somebody on Facebook, would be my guess.
I'm working on a guest, by the way. No promises.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
probably, because I mean the next show's in 2 weeks. So it's a while from now. So we'll probably pick somebody before that. So those are our best and worst. If you like them and agree with them, awesome. If you don't, I don't really give a shit. That's why this is our best and worst list. If you don't like ours, you can go to somebody else's best and worst.
Oh, Motherhead said laughing at
I just
dudes.
won. I won an award myself in chat.
What'd you win?
Hardwood Mod said I'm the worst person to get a piece of walnut for.
No, that's probably me.
Why did he say angsty? Because I don't think I've ever bought any
I feel
walnut.
like you're talking to me.
Motherhead said laughing at dudes with vape tats.
And
Yeah.
yes, yes. Dude, you remember fucking Karmic?
Yeah.
You remember? Yeah.
But seriously, guys, remember that with this stuff, like this is our experience. There are vape awards that are happening all over the place right now, and they will all be super different from ours and everybody else's, and that's just the way these things work, right?
Here's part of the difference between a lot of vape awards and this and all this. Remember this: we're not asking you to vote for something.
Nope. We're just telling you what we like.
We're just telling you what we like.
And giving the
So-
necessary.
Look at all the thickens.
Look at
So yeah,
I feel like everybody picks from personal feeling, and I mean even you guys picks. You know, I feel
Yeah.
like every single one of those things deserved a shout out for the good or the bad, right?
yeah. I mean, I do. We didn't really have like regulated device and unregulated and stuff, but I'd have to say, unregulated going to the Titan. I mean, I might be biased of making it, but the price,
the only one I
the
use.
reliability, and the people using it and us making it, I think. And then, to be honest, regulated. I was pretty impressed with the Hexon V3. The work that went into that board, and the keeping kind of the same size device.
Mhm.
That was pretty good. So
As far as
We-
bias goes,
We
everybody
should have done unregulated mods. That would have been a good one, Massey. I didn't think about that. Titan is certainly a top end. I would say the freehand of the unregulated things that I tried this year.
It's also ruined unregulated for me.
Yeah.
Like, I stopped using Tube Mix because of the Titan. Like, that,
I think there's a serious shout out there for unregulated. That's our bad.
Yeah.
As far as bias goes, though, you do have to remember at the end of the day, everybody who's watching, we are not biased. No, sorry, we are biased.
I was gonna say
We are hilariously and horribly biased.
the problem with that is anybody that says they're not biased is ridiculous because
Absolutely.
everybody has opinions.
yeah.
We have opinions and
Yeah.
preferences, and I'm not ashamed to say that we're biased.
Yeah, and it's also like people have to understand our perspective
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
terms of where
Well,
we came up in terms of vaping, right?
That and the fact that vaping works within circles, right? There's a billion juices out there, and we're really only ever going to be exposed to the ones that are in our circles, and that's fine.
And that's the thing. Like,
Stuff in our sphere, and I'm happy there, so I don't bother going farther.
like when it comes to juice, especially, we came from a small Reddit community, and
Yeah.
even when I like to call myself like Juice Amish, where I pretty much was vaping from the same 5 vendors, from DB,
Yeah.
Sin City, Lab Rat,
Mhm.
Karmic, right, Bigglesworth, whatever, right?
Yep.
That's all I vaped. And then I tried a lot of juice when I was working for Enjoy, and I was in shops trying shitty juice every week because that's how I kept up to date with the hype. And you know what? I went and saw the world of juice and came back to my shit.
And came back home. And that's the thing is I don't think I can possibly say that I haven't tried a lot of juice. I've vaped a shitload of juice.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. I tried to get that juice up to that point. And
I've always come back to the same 5 to 10 vendors, though. Always.
Mhm.
because they get our palate, or like our closest homies.
But see, also like the thinking too is like, for example, I say the Hexon V3 for regulated. There are a bunch of great regulated mods that are using DNA boards or Yeehee boards, but to me, like one of the things that and we talked about it in the show that I liked so much about that one, about the Hexagon B3, was how interchangeable the parts were. You know, thinking into the future of the FDA comes in, everything gets shut down, you're not going to be able to have access to certain things. You need to be able to have replacements for stuff that you're using every day, right? So if a potentiometer goes out, you could unplug it, pop it out, pop a new one in if you have some extras or whatever. You know, a switch goes out. It won't because it's P9, but, you know, just stuff like that, you know? So all that goes into not just, oh, you know, clouds, bro, and this is the great hype that's here now this year. So where, you know, with another mod, not to take away from Evolve or Yeehee, with another mod, you'd have to, you know, fill out RMA, you know, send things out, you know, whatever. So
we did have another asked for entry in chat, and that was best Facebook group. My vote is 100% going to go to Plumes, not because of us, but because I think the community that we have there is fucking amazing.
What was the question?
Yeah.
Followed closely behind by probably Squonker's Paradise.
What was the question?
The Facebook group.
Oh.
I'd agree. I mean, you know, that was one of the things that surprised me at first when we started the group up, was how much the community took over and just started doing their own thing on it, you know? So
we've had it long enough.
It's a really rare community, and I've said this before, right? But it's one of those, like, I'm very thankful for it because we have vapors of all fucking types there, and they get along, which is so uncommon in other spheres of vaping.
It's like a bunch of kids we raised, and now they're self-sustaining.
I know, but not really, because kids are much more of a pain in the ass.
We've had our share of pain in the asses and Plumes.
But it's such a cool group, and it's such a cool thing to have built, you know, a community, because vaping is a subset of communities, and it's cool to have kind of carved out our own little community and have it be a good one.
Plume/Titan faction as well. I'm relatively active in there.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking to chat too, I would like to thank our community for joining us in adding to the staggering meaninglessness of contemporary vaping.
Welcome.
So I think that's it then, right? We're off next week.
Yeah. I got back-to-back 5-day weekends.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Happy holidays, guys.
Merry Christmas, fruitcakes.
Peace, bitches. Wu-Tang.
That's.
I'll put the ears back on. I'm waiting for Mass to cue something. I thought he was going to.
Okay, fine. I'll cue you something.